you see me a step, you should know I'm a queen. Queen of the jungle. Queen of the jungle. Queen.
Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. It's again HairbyRhema. I know y'all haven't heard from me in a while, but things have been happening one night after the next, so yeah, just forgive me, but I'm here again. And as you can see in the title today, I'll be showing you all how I do my textured and butterfly locks and different methods. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into this video. The tools that you're gonna need today to get these butterfly and textured locks down pack are a crochet latch hook, your rat tail comb, or whichever comb you're comfortable using. Right, you'll need your ORS jam or Shine jam or whichever jam you use. You'll also need Cuban twist here. I'll insert a picture of how the pack looks. You can buy 24-inch. I use 24-inch for butt length and mid back. It's according to which one you prefer. And you'll also need your spring twist here. I like to use raw spring twist here or twisted up spring twist here. I will insert pics of both on the screen. So yeah, let's just begin. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the first method today, which is how I do my mid back or my butt length textured lock. So the first thing I'm gonna do is braid the clients here. Alright, what I usually do is section out the clients here and do all the braids. That's if I'm doing a full braid, but I'm just a full head of hair. So I'm just gonna show you how I do one lock. Yeah, so I am gonna braid the hair straight down. I'm not gonna stop braiding at any point. I'm gonna braid straight down the client's hair. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do here. Now you're gonna take your crochet latch hook and you're gonna stick it through the roots of that braid. And I'm gonna show how I prep the Cuban twist here or Afro kinky here, whichever hair you all are comfortable using. You could also use teasy braid, you know, under as a base here, because you're just gonna wrap over that hair. But I prefer to use the Cuban twist because of the length. So I'm just gonna fluff it out and then I'm gonna split it in two. I took one strand and split it in two. Right, and then I'm gonna just put it on the latch hook. I wrap it around my thumb and my index finger, and I put it in the little hook. I don't know if you can see it on the crochet latch hook, and then I'm gonna just pull that here through the root of the braid. Now usually for butt length, I will pull the Cuban twist here where one side is significantly shorter than the other, but because I'm gonna do mid back, I'm just gonna leave the hair the same length, right? Then I'm gonna fluff out my spring twist here as well. You wanna fluff this out as much as you can. So first I just pull down the spring twist and then I take my thumb and carry it through the middle of the hair so that it will fluff out a little more. Then I'm gonna take my latch hook and pull that spring twist here through the root of the braid again, just like how I did it with the Cuban twist here. Now because I'm using a base with the Cuban twist here, I'm gonna pull this spring twist here significantly, one side significantly shorter than the other, and the shorter side I like it to be the same length with the person's natural hair, the client's hair. So I'm just gonna make sure that that is happening, and I'm gonna start wrapping. Now when you're wrapping at the root, you want to make sure that it stays and it wouldn't be falling off or loosen easily. So you're gonna wrap around. I wrap from left to right, and you're gonna pull the spring twist here, and you're gonna try to put that the hair that you wrapped before, you're gonna put the hair that you're wrapping on top of under it in a type of way. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And then when you start wrapping to get the textured lock effect, you're gonna actually wrap lightly, like you're gonna pull the hair, but you're not gonna be pulling it so hard that it looks tight, right? You want it to show the waviness of the curls in a way, and you want it to look textured. So you're gonna just wrap lightly. So So now I'm gonna show you all how I add in my second piece of spring twist here. So after I fluff out the hair, the lock, I'm gonna wrap upwards twice. So when I'm adding in the second piece, that's to seal it, so make sure it doesn't, fall off from part of the lock falls off. And yeah, you're just gonna continue wrapping lightly. I really don't know how to explain it, but you're just gonna wrap lightly. Don't pull it too hard or too tight. I also forgot to say that when I'm adding in the second piece of spring twist here, I also do one side significantly shorter than the other to match the hair that I was wrapping before. Now it's time to show you all how I finish off the lock. So what I'm gonna do is continue wrapping, but as I get closer to the bottom, I'm gonna start to pull the hair and wrap tight. Then I'm gonna twist the hair as if I'm doing a finger curl, and I'm gonna turn that up and use my Cuban twist here that I have remaining, and I'm just gonna wrap that right at the bottom of the lock, and that's gonna seal the lock. I'm gonna wrap that super tight. Then I'm gonna make 2 knots just to seal the lock again and wrap. Some people use nail glue. I also use nail glue sometimes, but most times I don't like to use it because it sticks on my hand. But yeah, you could use nail glue as well to seal it, and then you're just gonna roll the lock, and this is how the texture lock came out. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I do my mid-back or butt length butterfly lock. For the base of this lock, I'm going to start the client's hair braiding, and then I'm gonna twist all the way down. I'm not gonna stop twisting at any point. I'm gonna twist all the way down. However, sometimes if I have a client with African key hair or 4C hair, I twist the hair, but I don't twist it all the way down. I leave like an inch or inch and a half untwisted. Okay. So then I'm gonna take the Cuban twist here, as I said before, pull it through the root. Gonna do the same thing with the spring twist here. Now for my butterfly locks, I prep my spring twist here differently. I fluff it out less than I would fluff it out when I'm doing my textured lock, as you can see here. Then I'm gonna pull it through the root, and one piece is gonna be significantly shorter than the other, the shorter side being the same length with my client's hair. Then I'm gonna start wrapping. In my left hand, I hold all the other strands of hair, including the client's hair, except the long piece of spring twist hair, and that's what I'm gonna use to start wrapping. Now I wrap the roots tight about 3 or 4 times. Some people use nail glue as well, just to make sure that the root is secured. But with this spring twist here, it's kind of dry. It's not slippery like free twist hair or water wave hair. So that's why I like using spring twist. So I don't necessarily need to use the nail glue. So for my butterfly locks, I use the thumb method. Some people don't because they find it uncomfortable to do, but for me this is the most comfortable method. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap the hair over, and you're gonna put your thumb through the hair, right, to split it in half, or you could split it 3/4, or you could split it a little bit to just have a little bit of hair sticking out. But the part where you stick your thumb is the hair that's going to remain out of the lock. And then you're to secure that, because if you don't secure it, it's gonna just slip right out and come out like a normal textured lock. So yeah, to secure that, you're gonna wrap after you stick your thumb through. As you can see here, I'm gonna wrap above that twice, right? Or once, just to secure it, and then I'm gonna go underneath and wrap. You could wrap between sticking your thumb through the hair as many times as you want. It's according to how messy you want the butterfly lock to look, according to how many times you want hair sticking out. So you could wrap twice, or you could wrap once. You could not wrap at all and start your thumb method again under the butterfly lock. So I hope y'all understand how I'm explaining it. I don't know how else to. So yeah, if y'all don't understand what I'm saying, y'all can just look at what I'm doing. Now to extend my lock, I'm gonna fluff out my spring twist here again, and I'm doing what I told you all how I extended my textured lock. I leave one side significantly shorter than the other to match the hair that was wrapped around already. And I'm gonna wrap up the lock to secure how I'm adding in the hair, and then I'm gonna continue doing my butterfly lock thumb method straight down, and that's basically it. Now I finished my butterfly lock. Just as I will finish my texture lock, I wrap tightly coming down to the bottom of the lock, twist as if I'm doing a finger coil, and then I'm gonna wrap upwards with the remaining Cuban twist here. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I do a butterfly lock or a textured lock bob without using Cuban twist here as the base. So yeah, I just use the twist down method for braiding the client's natural hair. And when I fluff out my spring twist here for this method, because I'm not gonna have any base here, I'm gonna fluff it out as much as I possibly can. And yeah, so before you all saw that I was using one side of the hair significantly shorter than the other. I'm not gonna do that now. I'm actually going to use it either a little shorter, like 3/4, or I'm gonna put it the same length. Most likely I do it a little shorter, right? One side will be a little shorter than the other, and then I'm gonna just wrap as I would do a normal butterfly lock with my thumb method. And yeah, so y'all can just watch what I'm doing. I finished the lock no different than I would finish it when I'm doing butt length or mid back, but it's just that I wouldn't have any Cuban twist here, and it would be the spring twist here that I'm using. So I tend to either make a knot or use glue to seal it off. And of course I palm roll it to just, make sure the lock is sealed. And this is how my butterfly bob lock looks. As you can see, these locks are not stiff, they're easy to, it's flexible and just beautiful. Love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you all this new lock that I came up with, and I'm so in love with it. Like, I just love it. I find it so beautiful. So I'm prepping the spring twist here as I prep it when I'm doing a butterfly bob lock. I fluff it out as much as possible, and when I put the hair through the root, I'm not gonna leave one side significantly shorter than the other, but I'm gonna leave it the same length. However, for this lock, when I'm wrapping, it's really easy. I wrap super light, and I don't pull the hair, I don't tug it, I don't fluff it out anymore. I just gonna wrap, and as you can see, I'm doing it so light, like I'm not even pulling the hair. So it just came out so beautiful. You could see all the coils and the curls still, and it just looks lovely. I love it. So I finished the lock just as I'll finish all the rest. All the others I wrap tightly to the bottom, do my finger coil, turn it up, and start wrapping upwards. Put a knot, or I use my glue. Yeah, and then I'm gonna palm roll it to make sure everything stays in place. And this is the finished look. I don't even know what to call this look, but I just love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the last look for the day. It's a textured bob lock, but it's a different method that I use to do textured locks, or you can use if you're comfortable using this method, right? Personally, I find it comes out better when you do it with this method. You use 2 strands of the spring twist here, and this is gonna give the lock body and fullness, right? So I'm gonna pull that through the roots, and I'm gonna pull the hair to be one side will be a little tad bit shorter than the other side, right? And then I'm gonna start wrapping. However, when I'm wrapping this textured lock, as you can see, like I kind of roll the hair as if I'm doing a finger coil, and then I wrap down. This is also a very easy way to do textured locks, and I just love how this lock looks. It looks thick and full, and it has body, and I just love it. I really do. So yeah, this is the finished product. Okay, so this is the finished product of all my locks, textured butterfly, this new lock that I created, and I have no name for it yet, but I will find a name. You can comment some names that you think that I should name this lock, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I take down the locks. You're gonna need a scissors, that's all. You're gonna pull the lock down from the roots, and this is the first method. You're gonna make sure that when you're cutting, you're not cutting the client's hair. So you're kind of pushing the scissors up in the lock, and you're gonna pull the scissors out to make sure that none of the client's hair or the braid from the client's hair is being cut, and you're gonna chip that. And that's basically it. If you all don't understand what I'm saying, you can look at what I'm doing. Remember that in this lock I had Cuban twist here under, so when I pulled and I cut the spring twist here, I still have to pull and separate the Cuban twist here from the client's natural hair, and then I'm gonna chip that out, and the entire lock will come off. For the second method, instead of cutting going upward, I'm gonna cut down the lock, and when I did that, all I needed to do was separate the Cuban twist hair from the client's natural hair and chop that out, and the lock was off. So yeah, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. For the last lock, because the lock didn't have any base hair or Cuban twist hair underneath, all I had to do was pull the lock down and separate the spring twist hair from my client's hair and chop that off. Okay guys, so yeah, that's it for the day. Thank you for watching the video. If you have reached this far, I love you all. Thanks for all the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, HairbyRhema. Bye.